3, 2, 1. Happy 100th episode! Come on, come on. Did you that pick up? Did you hear that?
No, what was that?
Oh, I bought a little mini twist popper. But I thought it would be louder, so I just sprayed confetti over my desk for nothing. I also bought like one of those like party blow things that you blow in and the thing rolls out, but I thought it would make noise, but it doesn't. It just sounds like I'm blowing air.
Damn.
Did you hear that?
I think I heard a little something.
Yeah, but we did it. Welcome back to Nefarious Reels.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Ninjedi.
And I'm Cole.
And this is the special 100th episode of Nefarious Reels. We did it. Somehow we did it.
We did it.
It's crazy, like years ago, like over, like, what, 3 years ago, it feels like? We started this, wasn't even sure if we'd even make it to episode 10, and all this time, like, over 200 movies, like, literally days, like, over, like, weeks of watch time, years of our lives down the drain, dedicated to this podcast, all leading to this one point right now. How does that make you feel, Cole?
Sort of accomplished, honestly. To be fair, I did not know how long we were going to keep this up, but, you know, even with all of the dumb shit we watched, we have done it. Like, we've stuck through it, and we somehow have kept it going.
Yeah. Like we watched every single Alpha and Omega film. At that point, I feel like there's really nothing stopping us.
I think you have a point. I think I watched all of those in like a day, if I remember correct. Or like, it was like over a span of like 48 hours.
I watched 2 a day and had the slow dawning realization that recommending 8 films at once was not the best call.
But be glad they were every movie of those, like after the first one was like 45 to 50 minutes.
Thank God. I mean, we survived Alpha and Omega. We survived Not Cool. We survived
F the Prom.
We survived all those Evil Bong sequels.
Birdemic
3. Every Twilight film ever made.
Yeah.
Every After film ever made. Southland Tales.
Richard.
You know, like, nothing's stopping us. Not even the special 100th episode recommendation. People wanted this. I think the people wanted it. The nostalgia
even
critic.
Even if they didn't, we were still probably going to do this no matter what.
They were infamous enough that we had to do it. Nostalgia Critic Trilogy, or the Channel Awesome Trilogy, or I guess technically it's like the Channel Awesome Anniversary Trilogy, I guess. There's no real official title to them. But 3 films. We got Kickassia, Suburban Knights, and To Boldly Flee. We watched all of them, and now we get to talk about them to you, our loyal fans who have stuck with us. If you stuck with us all this time, or if you've just been joining recently, thank you. But you should get out while you still can, because once you're in, you can never get out.
Once you go Nefarious Reels, you can't go back.
Yeah, you can never go back. But yeah, we should probably start.
Right,
Enough stalling. We should probably start talking about these movies.
I was about to say, how do you want to do this? Do you want to at least have one of us describe each of the first 2 movies, and then we can, like, one of us summarizes Kickassia, the other Suburban Knights, and then we can just kind of wing it on To Boldly Flee?
Yeah, I'll do Kickassia, you can do Suburban Knights, and then we'll just split it halfsies on describing To Boldly Flee.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Alright, so first off, we're going to start with the first one in the trilogy, 2010's Kickassia. It's basically about the nostalgia critic and his league of critics, of super critics. Doug decides I want to rule a nation, and he discovers a micronation in Nevada called Molossia, which is real, by the way. Like I looked it up. It's a real micronation, and like Kickassia is just a footnote in their history. It's kind of crazy, honestly. Like you can buy war bonds on them on their website. It's wild. But yeah, they decide. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah,
Let me finish.
my bad.
Nostalgia Critic decides to invade Molossia to take over the micronation to rule under as president with an iron fist, and it's basically that and the ramifications. You know, it's a real deep political thriller drama for the ages. Cole, what do you think of Kickassia?
I'm just gonna say this now. I think this was the most boring of the three.
Wow.
I was actually like, it doesn't have much going on, surprisingly. And then once like they obviously become Kickassia, it just weirdly stalls for a good portion.
Well,
That's at least what I got out of it. I was really bored for a good chunk of that.
That's wild because I think this was the funniest one. This is the one I think I got the most entertainment of. Granted, it might be because it's only like 90 minutes, so it didn't feel.
It is thankfully short. That is like the biggest plus this one has.
Like I'll admit, while I think this is a consistent problem with all of them, you do sometimes really start to feel the runtime drag on.
It's insane how all of these movies, a main quality trait besides like the cast, the abundance of nerd culture and references, each movie feels much longer than it needs to be.
Yeah, especially one in particular, but we'll get to that one.
One
You know,
but...
if you know, you know. But I don't know. I liked it. I guess it is light in plot, but I think it's kind of to its benefit because it doesn't feel bloated. So like, it's basically Doug's just like, "Hey guys, he's like, it's time," and as he summons all his super critics.
What time is it? It's actually 3:15.
He's like, "It's time. It's time." Hey Doug, yeah, you said it's time, but what does that even mean? That was a funny bit. I like that. It was a fun thing.
Yeah, that was at least funny because you expect obviously everyone's gonna be like they know, but everyone's just like, Doug, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean it's time?
What do you mean it's time? Then Spoon's just like, oh, it's like
we're gonna take over Molossia, and they're just all going, oh,
I don't know what that is.
What is that? Cool. Yeah, what is that?
The bit where like Spoonie goes, it's 3:32. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was dumb, but it was funny when like he gets a couple calls later. It's like Lynn Card just goes, okay, yeah, it's 3:34, but I think Spoonie's time is more accurate. What? Also, unintentionally funny is just the different camera qualities whenever they're calling it, because you know some of these were just recorded in their houses before they got flown out to Nevada.
I kind of suspected everyone was at least recording their own moment, you know?
Yeah.
And then they just send it over to Doug, and they're just like, here you go. And one of them was, like, trapped in a game.
Yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm trapped in, like, Legend of Zelda. Link's being an asshole. Excuse me, princess. She's trapped in a video game, you know. I love that Doug's like, don't worry, guys, I reserved us a room at a hotel, and it's literally just one room.
Okay, that was also a funny joke. That was kind of a funny joke. I reserved everyone a hotel room, and it's just, like, 20 people.
It's, like, in just, like, a small motel room.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to cut costs somewhere.
And it's just like, hey, guys, you're sitting on Mickey. It's okay. I didn't want to stand anyway. Or, like, so, you're just, like, a picture? Yes.
Yeah, when you get that one really annoying British guy.
Film brain. Hello, critic. What? How dare you talk bad about the iconic film brain?
I was about to say, this is also an interesting watch because there was, like, a few names I knew of, but, like, I never, like, watched any of these people.
Yeah,
Like, I knew at least who Nostalgia Critic / Doug Walker was. I knew who Angry Joe was. I knew of Linkara and Lindsay Ellis. That was, like, about it.
the the nostalgia chick. I'm trying to see, did I recognize anyone else in the lineup? Oh, I knew about G Wario, but only because because I knew he passed away. Like he
He
died.
passed away, and then yeah, when you look up more stuff about him,
Yeah, I know. Well, first he passed
yeah.
away, and then all the allegations came out after he passed away.
So you're saying Wario is like the Channel Awesome's version of Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that makes his labyrinth costume in the next film better or worse, knowing what we know. Is is that a little too mean? I mean, he got accused of stuff, but he's also dead. I have mixed feelings on my jokes about G Wario that I'm probably gonna make throughout this episode.
I honestly think whatever. Let's just keep throwing the.
It's
punches.
what he
Who
would have
cares?
wanted.
It's what he would have wanted to be shit on after everything that came out about him.
I mean, he was in the Channel Awesome trilogy of movies.
I mean, that is also true. A lot of them were, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, the game plan is they're gonna overlay Molossia because it's just one guy.
Yeah, it's one guy.
Oh, who can forget my other favorite? The one that there's like a gif of, which is Nostalgia Critic and everyone just running out of the hotel room, and it's just long enough where it's funny. Just releases just how many fucking people are in this one motel room.
Oh yeah, that guy. I keep forgetting that guy who just was like a gif for a little bit before.
I think it's
I
on.
don't want to say he like transformed, but like he then became 3-dimensional.
Yeah, the 2D picture guy.
Mm-hmm.
And the epic battle. That was pretty neat. That was a fun little joke. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, there was something there. It was kind of fun, but it's got its moments.
I'm trying to see if I can find the gif of everyone running out of the room, but all I got is this really weird gif of a person dressed as a cat made with like Russian text.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't find that gif, but I'm sure I could send someone out there to find it. There are other Kickassia gifs though that are there. But yeah, the game plan is they're gonna invade Molossia, and the first attempt fails because all they do is they just straight up run
straight ahead,
and they just pulls out a gun. They're like, "Oh fuck, he's got a gun!"
and then they just run away. I mean, kind of funny. It would have been also funny if you just shot a few warning shots just for like the fun of it, just to really fuck with them.
Well, I mean, he did have a cannon, which makes me wonder why didn't he pull that out first?
Yeah. Honestly, I think anyone's more intimidating if they have an old-fashioned cannon.
But I don't know. I feel like once you fire the cannon the first time, and if you miss, it probably takes a bit to reload a cannon, I feel like. So, like...
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely does.
Plus, the shotgun's I'm assuming the shotgun is, spread. Like, you know how shotguns work. You fire it, it's like a buckshot, shoots out, hit multiple targets. The shotgun was probably way more lethal than probably, the cannon was. I mean, the cannon literally hits someone in the next scene when he uses it, and they're totally fine. Oh yeah, shout out to the critic being dressed up as M. Bison for the entire movie, pretty much.
That's who he was. I was like, what was his get up? Okay, M. Bison from Street Fighter.
What did you not realize that?
I did not realize that until you just mentioned that now. I was just thinking, oh, that's fun. I didn't really. M. Bison just did not come to mind when watching that.
Wow, I'm surprised you didn't get it, especially when he references the rocket chair. Or when he's, moving around because of the electricity in his boots, even though he's just walking on his tiptoes. But, yeah, I forgot to talk about that. He literally just goes to the guy's house. He's just like, hey, just gonna let you know, I'm gonna invade you, so you should probably just, leave.
Pack up your things, I'll give you 10 minutes, and then you can piss off.
Yeah, and then, piss off, and then I'll take your country.
And then he just...
Stares
looks at him, doesn't say anything, stares at him, goes...
just staring. He's just standing there, menacingly.
Okay. And then just leaves.
And then that's when he goes, it's time. It's time to... That's an anime reference. Yeah, did you ever watch Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid?
No, I did not watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, so you would have never gotten the reference if I made it.
No.
But yeah, after the first plan fails, they come up with a new plan. It's just like, what if we just charge at him again? But this time, we have weapons.
Whoa, what? You're telling me being a little more prepared and have a better plan like helps? Huh? Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, but he gets the idea from what is it, like Polonus? What's his? Yeah,
Phalus?
Phalus. Why did I say Polonus? What the fuck?
I don't know.
I just remember
Yeah,
it
I
had
would
a
say
P
he
and
was
had an
like the
us
most
at the end.
interesting character throughout like the trilogy because I don't know if I want to describe like fully how I thought about him in each movie, but it was kind of funny how he was like the more logical one, but then obviously Nostalgia Critic's like, nope, I'm not gonna take that advice. Fuck off. But hang on, I have an idea.
It did have a good payoff, and that bit did have a good payoff in the movie. Like at the end, wait. How about instead? How about we kick? You kick your ass. But yes, you kick my ass. Wait, too late.
Hey, wait, what? Hey, wait, that's not what I meant.
I also love the. I don't know. I get a kick of just using the same stock punch sound effect. But the second attempt is much more successful. They chase out the president until once he's gone, the prime minister of like making things nice, I think is what his role was.
Oh yeah, yeah, two totally different people.
Yeah, definitely different people.
Yeah, they were definitely different people. He did not just like put on a little disguise to make himself look.
Definitely not.
No,
I think I do want to
you're
note that
crazy if
I
you
did
think
like,
that.
because I was half expecting this just to be Nostalgia Critic attacks this guy for like an hour and a half and then gives up. I thought it was kind of neat that they actually had him defeat him, and the rest of the film is just Nostalgia Critic just pissing everyone off for like the rest of the movie. Also, Nostalgia Critic based as fuck for having a woman vice president, literally beating out
The
fucking
nostalgia chick
yeah, the Nostalgia Critic vice president beating out fucking Joe Biden for first female vice president of a country.
for a decade.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Sorry, a decade earlier.
Yeah, Joe Biden was inspired by Kickassia to to have a woman vice president.
That's what happened. Okay. Joe Biden watched Kickassia. He's like, hey, I gotta let Kamala run as my VP. Very bold move.
Yeah, very base. I can't believe he stole that from the Nostalgia Critic. Nostalgia Critic should sue Joe Biden.
All right, Douglas, get your work done.
But yeah, Doug Walker successfully takes over Molossia, and we basically get to learn pretty much everyone's role in the country. Nostalgia Trick basically becomes Sarah Palin. Sarah Palin.
Because obviously we have to reference that since, she was very much a well-known person at the time. And they even do the joke where they're like, yeah, you can see Nevada right over there from this house.
Everywhere is Nevada.
And they're also a democracy because Doug Walker said so.
Yeah, democracy, he said so. I like the bit is just like, well, the sweet, awesome Kickassia flag, which is just like, what was it? It was like a turd with biceps or something?
Yeah, it was like a ripped, it was like, yeah, some kind of, I don't know if it was a turd, but it was like a ripped something with biceps and weights.
He was like, yeah, we couldn't figure out how to get his flag down, our flag up, so we just got that guy to be our flag holder. Well, he doesn't look happy about it.
Happy.
Oh, no, he's not.
And he does not get paid diddly squat. But eventually, once it seems like Doug has maybe too much power, everyone seems to get really upset about it. And he really just, gets lazy, doesn't really contribute anything.
He just watches Hogan's Heroes.
Watches yeah, Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, I just remembered a really funny bit in their second charge when they charge through. They get stopped by the fence, and they're like, ah! And then Edgar's like, it's no use. The bullets are going through the holes. When he tries to shoot the fence down, bring a ladder. Oh, yeah. Ah! Flips over. Bring a footstool. Ah!
Yeah, it's got some comedic moments, just here and there. Just depends when, obviously, but. Then, obviously, it stalls again, and everyone's pissy. Oh, yeah, Phalus has that other funny one where he gives, ideas of, what they should do for money.
Like tourism.
Yeah, tourism, and then Doug's like, no, fuck off. Hang on, I have an idea.
Okay.
Honestly, Phalus's like sarcastic "what could that be" was actually probably the most enthusiasm he had throughout the entire trilogy, where he's like, yeah, just what could that be? We charge for tourism and postcards and all that. And then he's just like, bruh, I just said that. You're plagiarizing me, okay?
Yeah, but eventually, during all the bickering, the prime minister of doing nice things starts going like, "Oh, why don't you take
Mm-hmm.
charge? Oh, why don't you do this?
Well,
And
yeah, why should he, though?
yeah, well, why shouldn't I run? Meanwhile, Nostalgia Trick is literally trying to murder Nostalgia Critic by poisoning tea.
Yep. Yeah, everyone's just having, like, their own separate plan of what they want to do to get rid of Nostalgia Critic.
There is the great bit where it's just where they're just like they find this like receipt for 20 tons of dynamite. He's like, guys, this could be forged. He's like, okay, but like don't worry, guys. I won't imply he goes, yeah, everyone thinks you're crazy, and he's like, and you definitely didn't buy 20 tons of dynamite. He's like, oh no, I did do that. Yeah, I placed it around the whole place to blow it up in case you guys try to kill me or something.
Yeah, that was funny. Sorry, I'm just trying to look through it. Oh yeah, he does kick Cinema Snob out.
Yeah, because he's being a real dick. He holds a trial, and it's like, I consider you guilty! Get out! Get out! It's like, hey, guys, I'm just going back to the motel
Everyone
down the
else is
street.
not guilty, but I overruled.
I think, get out, you're banished! And he's like, you're, banished? Yes, banished! You never return!
If you guys need me, I'll be at the hotel.
Yeah, I'll be at the hotel down to the end of the street. Get out! Or his entire plan is just like, oh yeah, I put a notice on the neighbors that we're going to be invading them next week. And we're just going to move down the row of the houses until I take over the world.
Yeah, and then we'll conquer, I think he said Texas, then Canada, then France, and then the world! He's got evil mad scientist energy there. And, I mean, eventually, we all know it did not happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, just things are just falling apart everywhere for the Nostalgia Critic. People are like, we gotta fucking defeat him. He's evil. We're tired. We just want to go home. Running a country's hard, and we don't like it.
Yeah, a bunch of internet critics were not ready to run a country.
The micronation of Molossia.
The micronation of Molossia within the state of Nevada.
Yeah, that we're totally gonna have to visit one day. We'll have to figure out the tour dates. Yeah, you fly to where I am, and then I'll drive us the rest of the way there.
Yeah, it's a little outside of Reno, is what I saw. I'm looking at the map.
So I'm gonna look up how far away Molossia is from my house, and then I can do calculations. I hope it's on Google Map. Molossia's on Google Maps. Here,
oh shit!
Oh, what's wrong?
Yep, Republic of Molossia, Dayton, Nevada. Oh man, it's closed today.
It showed up, but then fucking okay. Republic of Molossia. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna have to set for directions. Yeah, it's closed, unfortunately. So how far away is from where I live? Like how far I have to drive? Hopefully it's just a couple hours. It would take me half a day to get there. So how about instead we just both fly to Reno or something, and then we'll just drive the rest of the way. I did not think it was going to take me...
There's probably airports close enough to Reno.
This is one of those drive, stop at a motel, and then drive the rest of the way there. This is going to be like a whole road trip. We really got to plan around this.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, episode 200 is when we're going to go to Molossia.
Different sides of the country.
The Nefarious road trip episode.
Plan idea. Nefarious Reels meets IRL in Molossia.
The Republic of Molossia, where we learned the history of the Kickassia War.
Don't make us review you.
But yes, back to Kickassia and how much it kicks ass, Yeah, you saw what I did there. It's pretty fucking clever.
I saw what you did.
Yeah. But yeah, eventually everyone turns on Doug, the Nostalgia Critic, and they're like, we need to defeat him. We're gonna use Dr. Insano? Is that his name?
Yeah, Dr. Insano.
Yeah, they force Spoonie to relive the horrific events of becoming Dr. Insano, to start beating this, to have an epic battle with the nostalgia critic.
And just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, eventually it seems like the critic gets the upper hand thanks to electromagnetic powers in his like hand that allows him to float, except not really.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Eventually, Nostalgia Critic just gets his ass kicked by everyone, and then they're all like, and then Nostalgia Critic is like, all right, since Nostalgia Critic is no longer the president, I will be the president. And then Brad's just like, no, see, I coined the plan, so I'm now the president.
I came up with the plan, so I should be president.
Yeah, and then it just ends like that, and then the Prime Minister's just like, no, everyone, don't you see? Don't you like being critics? You should return the presidency to the original president of Molossia. And then Doug Walker is basically forced to apologize, so he's like, hey, sorry for taking over your country. You can have it back now. I have to go home.
I'm gonna go home, wallow in pity. Wah, wah.
Wamp, wamp. And then he goes home, and good end, Molossia's returned to its rightful ruler.
Original roots.
And, no, it's great. Oh, wait, we forgot to talk about Santa Christ, and he dies.
Oh, yeah, Santa. We believe in Santa Christ.
Yeah, Santa Christ shows up and gets shot, killed. And then they're just like, everyone, we believe in Santa Christ. We believe in Santa Christ. And it doesn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work. Throw him in the trash bin.
Yeah, but lucky he came back to life 3 days later, and he saves the day.
Way to go, Santa Christ.
Thank you, Santa Christ. I came back 3 days later. Oh, ho, ho, ho. But you know what? I had fun with Kickassia, and I think I got a lot more laughs out of this than I thought I did. Like, if
there's, like, decent, funny moments, but yeah, I think it was weirdly, like, I was the most bored with this, because it felt, out of the three, this one felt the most too much, just like, oh, this is just a longer version of a YouTube video, but it just feels way too amateur. But, I mean, there are, like, the couple laughs here and there, I'll give you that.
Like, if I had to compare this film...
I was mostly cringing.
This is, like, kind of like Llamageddon to me. Like, I know... I mean, I don't enjoy this. I mean, I know I don't have Llamageddon as high as you do. But I would say this is kind of similar to Llamageddon, where it does feel like just a long YouTube video, but, like, in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that, too.
It's got the charm. Like Kickassia is way better than I thought it was going to be, even though you found it boring. I would still
rather watch Kickassia than, like, a lot of the other, like, really bad, like, bottom 50 movies maybe we've had recommended.
I have Kickassia pretty high, but yeah, this isn't even, like, close to, like, terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is, like, I would say this is still within the top half, so... I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it's definitely one of the more tolerable movies.
Yeah, I have it probably a lot higher than where you're going to put it. I'm not going to say because I don't want to spoil my placement.
Yeah. I'm not going to change my rating. I'm not going to change my ranking until after we're
done discussing the three movies.
Yeah.
Also, because Kickassia is not on Letterboxd, is on IMDb. IMDb has trivia, so I can go over that at the end of our discussion if we're done talking about Kickassia.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've got anything. No, I got the don't let us, the iconic don't let us review you. Oh, it's so dumb, but it's so funny at the same time.
Honestly, it's really, I think it's a dated joke, but like in the best way possible, because I don't think people hold internet reviewers to that high of a regard anymore than back in the YouTube days when this was like kind of interesting. It's a parody of more like a self-parody of themselves, where like we're online reviewers, we're important, and like it's pretentious and it's like funny in that way. Like I don't think online movie critics would like ever write themselves like that in a movie now. Like if they did their own movie, they would be regular, down-to-earth, normal person. Hey guys, I'm just like you. Nah, man, they just go like, yeah, we're fucking critics, and we're fucking awesome. Fuck you.
And we're gonna create our own micronation.
What we should do is when we go to Molossia, we should also take it over for ourselves.
Get ourselves in the history books.
Yeah, get ourselves part of the Molossia history.
What is the country name we would come up with?
It would be what would we call it? We'd have to agree with on. And also, who would be president? I think I should be president because I'm probably the one that's gonna have to drive us there.
Yeah.
And you could be my Sarah Palin vice president.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you got it right there.
Yeah. I mean, you were there. Yeah, you can just see Nevada right there from our house, from our new house.
Yeah, we'll call it. We'll just call it Nefarious Reels land, name pending, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it'll just have an asterisk right above it, just saying name fully to be determined later.
Yeah, exactly. Thank goodness, Robert already made us a logo. We could just slap that on a flag, and we'll be done with that. That's easy enough.
Yeah, and we can get our own flagpole. So
yeah, like listen. I was in ROTC in high school. I know how to take a flag down from a flagpole. So we're set there. You will not have to stand on the roof holding up the flagpole.
No one is just gonna have to stand on a roof all day, 24/7.
Yeah, you're good. You're solid, man.
Much better ethics than that.
Yeah. Should I read through the trivia?
Yeah, there's some interesting trivia. Go ahead.
Okay, so first, Molossia is an actual micronation and minor tourist attraction. Kevin Baugh allowed the 20-person crew to film in his home. Pretty base to let these random guys just like, hey, we want to shoot a movie here in your micronation, and be like, sure.
Fine.
Next, the biggest fight that Doug Walker and Rob Walker had over the film was the scene of Film Brain capturing the cinema snob for the trial. Rob had felt that music should have been played over the scene. He told Matthew and Buck to make the weird sounds for this reason. On the other hand, Doug felt that the music was playing in Film Brain's head and didn't feel that music was necessary. Doug and Rob didn't talk to each other for a week because of this.
That's funny.
All right. According to Brad Jones and Felon Porteous in their commentary, many of the continuity errors in the film were done intentionally to establish the lack of seriousness and to annoy nitpickers. Shot in commemoration for the 2-year anniversary of That Guy with the Glasses.com. Expanding on his character's worship of the nostalgia critic, Matthew Buck had the idea for Film Brain's costume to be based off of the critic's usual black jacket and white shirt. Doug Walker estimated that 20% of the dialogue was improvised. Many injuries were sustained over the course of production. Notably, Jason Polera twisted both ankles, Brad Jones sliced his finger open on the metal insignia of the nostalgia critic's hat, and cinematographer and camera operator Rob Walker gashed his knee on a rock while filming The Charge in Part 2.
Jeez.
This was a very dangerous film that was shot,
This was as dangerous of a film production as Roar.
Yeah, Roar wishes it was as dangerous as the making of Kickassia. Literally, someone got black.
Yeah, Roar might have used actual lions and all that, but it's not Kickassia.
Yeah, that scene where the woman got shot by the cannon, that was real. That really actually happened. That wasn't intentional. But they kept it in the scene.
There was no special effects work in there at all.
That was real. They actually electrocuted the fuck out of Spoonie and Dr. Insano and Nostalgia Critic in that scene in their final battle. That was real.
Yeah, and that and those rapid fire punches that Dr. Insano had, that was all in real time.
Yeah, all in real time. It was crazy.
He goes faster than the speed of light. So
yeah, you should have used that in the later movies.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah. Rob Walker drew the map of Molossia seen during the opening narration. He based it on the Castlevania video games. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the cameos. James Rolfe makes a cameo as Board James. That was pretty epic for me because I watched
video game nerd.
Yeah, well, he's not an angry video game nerd. He's Board James. He's Board James with that one.
I'm just saying that I know him from that too.
You should check out Board James. It's only 3 seasons, and that shit actually gets kind of wild. There's a whole plot that develops in it that happens in it.
There's a plot when describing board games?
It's weird. It's it starts as a normal board game reviewing show, but then it gets really weird with it. Yeah, I can't explain it without spoiling things, so you just got to trust me on it.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, just trust me, bro. It gets fucking crazy.
Trust me, bro.
Also, I don't know what the fucking hell dude that wanted spiders in the plan to get people fucking covered in spiders for the plan, but I just thought it was fucking funny. Like just the random
Oh yeah,
Hell's character that's like, we need to
yeah,
put
whatever that
spiders up
sprite
in the Starter
picture
Critic's
was.
asshole.
Spiders.
No, no one wants anything to do with the
No one wants
spiders.
to ever do the spider plan.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Wah, wah, wah.
Anyway, in the scene where Film Brain is talking to Nostalgia Critic on the couch, Film Brain's surprised reaction where Critic says forever is Matthew Buck's genuine reaction to Doug Walker's delivery. What was eventually the Kickassia flag was Bargov Dranamraju's idea for the Channel Awesome logo. Doug Walker drew the flag scene in the movie. Oh, he was that sci-fi guy. That's his name. He just has a...
That's sci-fi. Okay.
Yeah, the guy that made the appearance in the third movie.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Let's see. The film was meant to be presented in 3 parts. However, according to both Doug Walker and Rob Walker, on their own commentaries, for different reasons, they decided to present it into a 6-part miniseries, mostly because the second part was too long, and also for financial reasons. Rob, according to him, saw this film in 3 parts and understood why many viewers were disappointed in the ending, as he felt that Part 5 and Part 6 should have been combined into 1 part. Also, just want to note, I own all 3 of these films on DVD, and one thing that Kickassia has over the other 2, Kickassia has subtitles. So that was pretty epic.
Kickassia is... Okay.
Yeah.
You gain my respect a little bit, Kickassia.
According to Rob Walker...
Also, I'm assuming you got these DVDs, like, years before.
I had to buy Kickassia and Suburban Knights on eBay. Suburban Knights was more expensive because the copy I bought was signed. So that was cool.
Oh.
But I actually got To Boldly Free brand new on their website. Because apparently, I guess they just found, like, a tub of just some unsold movies. So they are just like, oh, we found this. We forgot we had these. So we're just selling them now. And that's how I picked up my copy of To Boldly Flee.
Yeah, I was looking just for, like, the fun of it after. Yeah, I saw, like, they had it for, like, I think To Boldly Flee was, like, $15 on their website. And then the eBay copies I saw of Suburban Knights and Kickassia were like mega hella expensive.
Yeah, well, I own them, so I'm officially cooler than every other person that collects movies ever.
I guess.
Let's see. According to Rob Walker on his commentary, he felt his credit as a director of photography was almost a joke because he shot only 3/4 of the film due to his injury. Doug Walker took over for him for shots that Doug wasn't in. Rob also found Doug's credit as the writer a joke also because Rob had helped him wrote the script. Principal photography lasted 4 days, with all of the outdoor scenes being shot in 1 day. Rob Walker is imitating John Hurt in the opening narration. Doug Walker and Rob Walker described the miniseries as the world's longest movie trailer, a series of over-the-top cliche moments that seem epic but are actually meaningless. As the series was released, they were shocked to discover that some people were actually interested in the plot and let down by its lack of resolution. What are you talking about, dude? He got defeated and had to return the nation back. Like, bro, they just didn't understand plot.
Yeah, what? I was about to say, what did you think the plot was?
Like, I don't know what you were expecting from this. According to Jason Pallara,
sure
Lord
either.
Cat, Patrick Burden, Cold Guy, had fought with Rob Walker and Doug Walker over how to actually produce something that wouldn't look cheap. When Pallara first joined Channel Awesome, everyone was busy telling him how weird Burden was, and how he should stay away from him. But Pallara actually became friends with Burden, and the two would work together extensively on other projects, proving how much of a reliable, if quirky, friend Burden was to Pallara. Okay, so Patrick Burden, he's Spoonie.
Okay, that's Spoonie.
I think it's Spoonie. I could be reading it, or he was in the Spoonie show. I don't fucking know, dude. It's hard to keep track of who these people's real names are.
There were way too many people, and like once they showed like the real names in the credits, I was like, okay, who's who again?
Okay, final trivia fact. Bargov Dranamraju, playing himself, was originally to be one of the invaders. Bargo rejected this idea since he was the line producer and would have a lot to do during shooting. His lines were given to Felon Porteous, so he ended up his role was given to someone else. So
Okay,
there we go.
interesting.
And that's all the trivia for Kickassia, which means now we can move on. Now that we've been recording for 45 minutes, we can now move on to talk about Suburban Knights.
Suburban Knights. All right, so I can introduce this one. This came out in 2011, so the year after,
Wait.
obviously.
There's one last thing we gotta mention
And-
about Kickassia before you do it.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't forget, this is where we get introduced to Matias. The first introduction
yes,
where
we
he
do
warns...
get introduced to Matias from Captain Planet.
Yeah, where he's there to basically warn Nostalgia Critic of what he's doing. And he's going to be very important in this trilogy. Also, when he said Matias, my brain immediately went to Matias.
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 Hey.
Hey. Anyway, but yeah, back to Suburban Knights.
But yes, so the Nostalgia Critic and the gang is all back, and they have to find this magic gauntlet that has some unknown power that, you know, obviously the Nostalgia Critic wants, and they go trekking around the forest. By that, it's really just the woods and local parks, and they all dress up as fantasy-type characters. Some of it's a little on the no. Some of them's like a little. I don't know if it's fantasy because the Cinema Snob dresses up as Indiana Jones, obviously, but you know, everyone's like some kind of fantasy character and adventurer of some sort. So, what did you think about this one, Ninja?
Well, you know when you were like, this is really boring? That's kind of what I felt with Suburban Knights. Well, not entirely, but this was kind of was just like, oh man, this is really... I guess my big issue was that its references were a lot more in your face with it.
Oh, yeah. Which, honestly, usually bothers me, but for some reason, I was like the most... I'll say this too, like I said with Kickassia, this one I found the most enjoyable for some reason. I don't know why. Even though I hated, like, you know, the majority of the references being just so in your face and reminding you of things. But I thought there was more laughs I had with this one. Like, actual, whether they were ironic or unironic, I had the most fun with this one. And the adventure aspect was also kind of funny. Especially when, you know, they're, like, fighting. The fight scenes, particularly.
Yeah, that's running around and hitting each other with random weapons. Or where they're running around
In
the
public
playground.
park.
That was fun.
That was... I kept saying to myself, during that scene, I was like, imagine just, like, either driving past or just going on a walk, and you see these grown-ups dressed up as fantasy characters just... or in a black cloak and just fighting on a child's playground. There were probably a lot of what the fucks muttered. They were just like, what did I just see?
Or they're just like, oh, looks like the Nostalgia Critic is shooting random bullshit again.
Looks like Nostalgia Critic's doing his new video.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what this is.
I had something to say and then I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, Todd in the Shadows is in this movie. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a music reviewer, so that it was just kind of neat.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, who is Todd in the Shadows?
Yeah, I know some people who, like, watch his stuff, so that was just kind of neat.
Okay. All right. So I just want to get into the movie discussion?
Yeah, we should just get into it. I mean...
Yeah, let's just get into it. Get into the Knights of Suburbia.
Yeah. I mean, I do like its opening joke of just... And you're just like... Guys, fuck you, I want a free car! And then he goes inside, he's like, no! He got you with the free car trick, too, huh? It's okay, we'll kill him in his sleep.
Yep.
It's okay, we'll smother him in his sleep. He's like, don't worry, guys, I fight you all here because I have no other way, and I've never liked you guys before, and we gotta go get the power glove. It's so bad.
We gotta get the power glove. It's gonna help unlock everything that we need to know about the world. Okay?
And then Matias shows up. He's like, "Critic, I am here. I want to help." He's like,
I
"Oh,
want to join the team." He's like, no, and then he obviously just puts him on like all these random tasks the entire time.
I don't remember what the first one is. The main one I just remember he's like, "Hey,
The goat porn.
yeah." He's like, "Hey, Polaris he has erectile dysfunction. He only gets off on goat porn. So figure that out."
Yeah, yeah. Find goat porn somewhere. Do
I
whatever.
found it. Goat porn for dummies.
Ha 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 ha! So funny.
So fucking funny. Holy shit.
God, I'm just rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah. I think my main issue is like in the sense, oh my god, I have the IMDb page rolled up and I scroll down and like two of the pictures is the shot where Nostalgia Critic's just sitting down, he has his legs spread and you can see his
oh god, where he's
crotch shot. Yeah,
I actually had to like do a double take because obviously it was like daylight, so I was like, is that his?
You got fucking flashbanged by Nostalgia Crotch.
Critic, I know you're not used to these kind of outfits, so you're kind of showing a lot.
Good. Then she trains him how to move around in his skirt, and that joke actually has to pay off when he goes to the grate to get the power glove, and then he has to stop and like do it correctly to bend down.
Yeah. Whoops.
But what I was going to say is, in the sense where I think you had a problem saying you found it, Kickassia, since they only are in one location like the whole movie. This had a trend that I'm not a big fan, which is just walk around in the woods for like an hour and a half.
It's just like Lord of the Rings.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but shittier. Of course, I'm referring to Lord of the Rings as the shittier thing, of course.
Well, yeah, obviously. Because Doug Walker knows Lord of the Rings. If there's anyone who knows who could adapt it into a better movie, it's obviously Sir Douglas Walker.
Yeah, well, I mean, Spoonie did dress up as Gandalf.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was Gandalf. Lindsay Ellis was Arwen.
That's all the Lord of the Rings stuff we had.
Yeah, and then you got all the other characters. Phaelus, I don't know what the fuck he was. He was like some rock
Phaelus
monster.
was the rock troll from the Neverending Story.
Oh, Neverending. Okay. It has been ages since I've watched that.
Yeah.
So I kind of forgot about.
I think they mentioned the Neverending Story, so that's why I was able to kind of click to my brain because I saw.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, but like I completely get it if you didn't recognize it.
This one made me the most uncomfortable.
Which one?
Phaelus.
Oh yeah, because he goes fucking in character.
Off-putting every time, and I was like, I mean, yeah, you're kind of committing to being this like weirdo, but it was very unsettling at the same time, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it's weird as that character. A part of me wonders if like were they allowed to choose what character they want to be, or if Doug Walker's like, okay, you're gonna be this, fellas.
So
you're gonna be the rock troll from Neverending Story.
Yeah, so Doug Walker's just a huge control freak.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't looked into the trivia yet. I feel like it would be revealed there.
Who knows? Yeah. We can wait till the end, though, obviously.
We had Jew Wario as David Bowie from Labyrinth with his massive fucking crotch shot.
Bulge.
With the bulge.
And all the women were like, oh, Jew Wario.
Jew Wario, that's so hot.
So hot. Oh.
I just thought a really edgy joke came into my brain, but I don't know if I want to say it. Should I go for it?
If you feel like it, go for it.
It's in my brain, but like, do you think he was circumcised? Do you think the big crotch was circumcised?
Oh God, I don't know how. I wish I had an answer for that, but I don't know how I would judge if someone was circumcised or not.
Well, his name is Jew Wario, but he was playing David Bowie. So I guess the question is David Bowie circumcised or not? Hold on, I'm going to look this up.
I don't know where I would find that out, honestly.
I'm just going to look it up. Was David Bowie circumcised? Based on available information in various celebrity trivia lists, David Bowie was generally considered to be uncircumcised. So,
oh my.
There you go. There we go. Jew Wario... It being dressed as David Bowie in Labyrinth means he was uncircumcised. This is This is the
Sure.
kind of you'd only learn this stuff from Nefarious Reels. That's why we're the superior podcast. Because who else is gonna tell you this?
We deal with the hard hitting questions.
We
Get
certainly
to the hard hitting answers and the truth.
do something like that.
Yep. Because everyone wanted to know if David Bowie was circumcised or not.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to know, and now you know.
And now I know.
You don't want to know. I didn't want to know. She told me anyway, and now I'm telling you that you don't want to know. But yeah, the
And
quest
here
is
we are.
yeah. But now their quest is to find the gauntlet, and he has a map that he apparently got from a chain letter,
Yep.
and they have to split up into 2 groups, and and travel. There's someone's dressed as Princess Mononosuke, someone's dressed as Snow White. You got like
Yep.
2 Princess Bride characters.
Yeah, Inigo Montoya.
Cinema Snob is Indiana Jones. You got the Cowardly Lion.
Yep.
But he's trying to be... No, he's not. He wants to be Aslan from Narnia.
But he's obviously the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah. There's Annie. And then you got the guy from
King
Dungeons and Dragons. From the best film ever, Camelot. I want to sing a song.
Oh yeah, Film Brain, and then that other guy, Luke, both dressed up as Harry Potter as they, try to win the trust of
The Nostalgia
Doug.
Critic.
Yeah, that was a funny joke. I will eat your penis.
No, that's not what I meant.
Ha 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 ha. Isn't
Ha, ha,
it
ha, ha.
funny?
Ha 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 nom. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Trying to look
And,
up who
one-
that guy was. The Steve guy. I'm gonna figure it out.
Okay, well you
Okay,
figure
wait,
that
so
out.
actually, Bagarv Dranam Raju that I talked about, that's actually Mati. That was Mati I was
Okay.
talking about.
Mati?
Yeah, Mati.
Mighty.
Okay, no, there it is. Kinley McCree. Who is this guy?
Alright, while you search that, let me get some volume going in the vicinity and we can talk a little bit about...
Talk a bit about Suburban Knights. Talk about, the funniest
so
joke.
they got the map. They split up into 2 teams. Obviously, all the women wanted to be with Juario because of his bulge.
Okay, so first off, Kinley is trans. They transitioned into a woman, so good for her. Also is related to Colin McCree from Whose Line Is It Anyway? So that's pretty cool. It's also like a little weird connection. Like the guy who was in Whose Line Is It Anyway has a connection to Nostalgia Critic and the fucking the Channel Awesome movies. That's honestly kind of funny, honestly.
That is kind of funny. Very interesting.
Very cool.
All right, so they got the map. Yeah, they split up into teams of 2 because Doug said so. Because, obviously the more ground they cover all around, the better chance they'll able to find this power glove. And so obviously we have to start off with Team Nostalgia Critic. We got to see what their adventures are at. And we see this cat puppet along the way.
That was a funny bit.
Yeah, it was funny. It was just a dumb little puppet, and then they obviously fight it. Obviously becoming victorious because it's the Nostalgia Critic as Link, and, he's gonna do everything he can.
Like, they're just like, oh, what are you gonna do? And they pull it out, and it's just a guy with a puppet, and then they have to fight the cat, and he just kicks everyone's ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty funny to see how this cat was just fucking shit up, and then they're like, no, we gotta stop him.
Yeah, that was and then the other party is mainly hunted down by those 3 robed guys.
The cloak people?
Yes, the cloaked people.
Yeah, they were literally just called the Cloaks, so very creative.
Just walking around, just doing their own thing.
And they couldn't pass, and obviously the main joke with Angry Joe was saying the wrong line from The Princess
He's
Bride.
like, you killed my hamster. It's your father. Shut up.
It's your father. Shut up. You killed my father, brother. No, you killed my brother, father.
It's okay. Take your time. Yeah, they're just running around doing their thing. You know, they encountered the cat, get their ass kicked. They encountered that
Yep.
witch that kicks their ass a bit
Yep,
before
there's
the
that
dude
witch who
fires
kind
like
of deceived them at first, and then, they kicked her ass.
I think like he sprayed her with mace, I think, or something. That's what I thought the joke was
Something.
gonna be, or just like pepper sprayed her.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. And
Just something
then,
really epic.
yeah, truly epic. Almost as epic as that eventual fight scene that gets all the way to the playground.
And then they get bullied off by a mom, like, my daughter wants to play.
My daughter wants to play on the slide. Can you guys take this business elsewhere? And then they actually move to another playground to fight on, which honestly was hilarious, but then they deceived the cloaks and not go there. So they're like, yes, we stopped them.
We did,
We
Patrick.
stopped
We
from-
saved the city.
We saved the day.
Oh, we completely forgot talking about the opening, where we get introduced to our main
I
antagonist.
was about to say, the bad guy who is anti-technology, I believe.
Anti-21st century.
Yeah, he's just very against, phones, cars, just anything electric or somewhat technology-based. And then he blows up that guy's head that picked him up on the side of the road, which was honestly kind of rude. Like, he picked you up. You
He's
could be a
like,
little nicer.
Yo, brother, oh, you're so cool. I'll totally take you to Chicago, dude. And he died like
Yeah,
the
bro.
dude in Thanksgiving did.
Who also picked up the turkey and didn't think about that he was trying to fuck a turkey.
Yeah,
Except there was no, sexual tension here. It was just...
It's just really the
This
first thing that
dude's
went to
high.
mind when his head got blown up
and
in
he
the
picked up
car.
the guy who looks like he just came out of the Matrix. So funny.
So funny.
Yes, they got that. I mean, and they also did a pretty good job with the opening credits. I think there was a little more with the animation and all that was kind of fun to see. That I also enjoyed.
Yeah. I mean, it was neat. I guess it was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then eventually, we're back onto the ride with both sides going back and forth. I mean, Phil Brain went over to the cloak side for a little bit, then they switched them back.
They break into someone's house and duct tape her to the couch.
And Doug Walker's also the bartender there in the basement, where they got to find this ancient voice that knows where the gauntlet is, and it's just a speck of light that talks.
Which is also James Rolfe. That's also him doing that.
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that ancient voice had quite an attitude, I will say. He was very pissy.
Well, to be fair, they were asking a lot of stupid questions.
They were asking a lot of questions, so also it is very understandable as to why he was upset.
And he's like, fuck this, I'm out of here, and just flew out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, and then was it... Yeah, because they were obviously looking at where they were trying to find the glove, and then bartender Doug, I think he said something about how he knew also. He's like, yeah, I have this map. And then you find out the reveal, it's right where they started.
Yeah, god damn it! It's right back where we started! No one would ever expect it.
It was quite the twist.
With the twist!
So we did all that trekking for nothing.
This is where we get our epic final battle with the... Because there is that guy they free from the book, and he's just like, oh, you're not allowed to have that power. I'm gonna have to kill you now. And that leads to the epic battle where they all have to fight against
epic battle
everyone.
Out in the field.
And then once they're defeated, then the main evil guy shows up, and then they have to have an epic battle with him.
Yep.
And then Matias shows up. He's like, you know what, critic? You just send me around, calling me useless. And this is supposed to be the big evil guy that's gonna rip me in half and kill me. And then
everyone's just like, nope, stop it.
Matty, stop. Matias, stop. No, don't do it.
Mati, don't. But then Mati, saves everybody.
Because he was actually the real hero the whole time.
He was the real hero. Come to think about it, the real Suburban Knights were the friends we made along the way.
They should just be glad they didn't run into the Suburban Sasquatch.
Yeah, I think they lucked out.
Yeah, but he basically sacrificed himself and basically has a speech to Nostalgia Critic. He's like, Nostalgia Critic, with great power comes great
Great
responsibility,
responsibility.
and the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few of the one. Shut up, I am talking.
Yeah, pretty good. Also, it had some stakes by the end, so I mean, as much as Mati was not really involved, it did seem to obviously take a toll on Nostalgia Critic. And they have a funeral. They put his ashes in a
An oatmeal can. And it's like, they
oatmeal
should have put him in a
can,
Pop-Tart box. He would have
Quaker
loved
Oats,
that.
and then they just threw him into the sun and into outer space.
They fucking just punt him into space. Oh, don't forget that Spoonie gets fucking punted out into space too, and just rotates around the Earth twice before crash landing back down.
Yep, forgot about that. But yeah, kind of funny. Oh yeah, I totally forgot there was that whole bit about Linkara, like always trying to break out into song, but then obviously Nostalgia Critic just like
Shoots
shuts
it
him
down
down every time.
until the very end, when Nostalgia
But
Critic's
then
all
Linkara
sad and
gets his
depressed.
song at the end after Nostalgia Critic talks about how everyone went back to their lives, and I'm just here sulking.
Because
Think
Mati
about
is
how
dead.
I killed Mati.
I can't believe Nostalgia Critic killed Matias.
I cannot believe it either.
Thank goodness Matias came
It's
back
a
to
damn
life.
shame.
And now is in film club and subscribed to the Nefarious Reels channel.
Yep. I mean, it was bound to happen after those events, but hey, whatever is whatever.
But yeah, that's. I don't really have much else left to say about Suburban Knights. That's the thing. It's like it's 2 hours, but like I don't feel like a lot really happens.
It's a lot of the adventure type where, yeah, there's walking around. You might get like a joke here and there. You'll get some fun fights. You'll get some, in their perspective, fun.
You get
fight
some
scenes.
very
Like, they're not,
epic
like,
John
obviously the
Wick
best
style fight
choreographed, but
scenes.
it's absolutely hilarious just seeing them just fighting like that. So, honestly, it kept me entertained for the most part. Like obviously it has its problems with dragging the film out, but they did get around. They did eventually get to that conclusion, and the whole idea of the Power Glove just being right where they started was also kind of funny, and how they dicked around all that time, and then they're just like, oh shit. All right. Do you just want to get onto the trivia?
Oh, the trivia? Yeah, sure.
Suburban
Sorry,
Knights?
sorry. I was thinking about
All right.
things. Yes. So, do you want to
Okay.
read off the trivia,
Yeah,
or should I read
if
it?
you wanted to say anything, or nah, I can do it since I introduced it.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think it's the weaker of the. I prefer Kickassia over this one.
Okay.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm the opposite, but
yeah. I mean, I know you said that earlier. You said this was your favorite one.
Yeah. But all right, Suburban Knights trivia. So the first piece is saying that Doug Walker has stated that his original concept for the anniversary special was an adventure story called Ninjas vs. Pirates, in which the channel awesome bad guys, Dr. Insano, Darknella, Mechakara, etc., will go on a quest to steal a magic medallion that holds secret powers, and the Nostalgia Critic and his team would be trained by Black Dog Bill Walker to be pirates. The Nostalgia Critic's costume will resemble Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Ultimately, the story would lead to the resurrection of Bloodbeard Joe, a supernatural being mentioned quite often by Black Dog Bill in How to Be a Pirate series. Walker wanted his good friend James Rolfe of Angry Video Game Nerd fame to play Bloodbeard, but unfortunately Rolfe was unable to appear due to a very busy schedule. As a result, Walker decided to scrap the project and go with Suburban Knights, a fantasy epic in which Rolfe has a voiceover cameo. So all because James Rolfe was way too goddamn busy, this is how Suburban Knights was born.
Yeah.
We could have had ninjas fighting pirates.
I mean, they should just be glad the Suburban Sasquatch didn't show up and attack them.
Again, that is also very true. They were very lucky that the Suburban Sasquatch did not show up.
Yeah.
Super lucky. Oh, excuse me. Number 2. Paul Schuler has originally wanted his fantasy character to be King Graham of King's Quest for the Crown, which he played and reviewed. And then Jarrett... Wait, is that Juario? Paw. Okay, whoever... Oh, that's the guy with the headphone.
Yeah.
Paw, okay. All right, King Graham, which he played and reviewed, and then Jareth from Labyrinth, because his focus on that guy with the glasses.com is music reviews, but Justin Carmichael, that's Juario, already had a Jareth costume from a review he did of a Labyrinth video game, so his fantasy character was going to be Jareth, and Paul ended up having to be Profion from Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Oh, yeah, and next one literally was James Rolfe as the voice of the Ancient World. So we got that.
Oh, you forgot to click. You have to click more on the trivia thing.
Oh, I don't have to click. Oh, it's not on. I have the app open on my phone.
Oh, you have the app. I have the website open.
Yeah, I have the IMDb app, so it's probably why I'm not seeing them more. Yeah. All right, and then, when Angry Joe realizes he's been duped and he hasn't really won a free car, he screams no a total of 21 times. Someone counted all those no's.
Good.
And according to Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic's gauntlets for his Link costume were made from a pair of brown socks with the fingers cut out. Walker bought them from a young boy at a comic convention.
Little boy, give me your socks.
I see Doug Walker likes to support small businesses. Very base, Doug.
Very epic.
Helping out a local child entrepreneur. Very important. The original title for this movie was Dungeons and Critics. Get it? Because they're critics?
Oh, I didn't get it at first. Thank you for explaining it to me.
I know, it was a little bit of a thinker, obviously.
It was a thinking man's joke.
Yeah, they were really... It was... you need like a high IQ to understand what they were trying to go for with that one.
Thank you. I wouldn't have understood it otherwise.
I know. And according to Todd Nathanson, Oh, that's Todd in the Shadows. Okay.
Yeah.
He did not originally have a role in Suburban Knights. He replaced Jason Pollara, who was Crom. And that was Crom in Suburban Knights, but Lord Cat in Kickassia. Oh, who had left GuywithTheGlasses.com to focus on his own website months before this was to be filmed. Though Jason does have a voice cameo, also according to Todd, the script was basically left the same despite the casting change, with almost none of the lines meant for Jason being altered at all, except for little changes here and there. He also said Jason's fantasy character would have been an elf. All right.
Okay.
And Kaylin Saucedo? How do you say that? Okay, so that's Mars Girl. Was given a choice for either San from Princess Mononoke or Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service as her costume. She picked the former, even though she had to cut her hair and make the costume herself, in addition to translating her lines to Japanese. So she wasn't speaking Japanese. That was just all for show. Man.
Is nothing sacred anymore? Oh my god.
What the fuck? And she also revealed that she would have had a scene where she attacks Malachite, the bad guy, but it was not filmed due to fading daylight because they didn't have any lights.
Well, those are expensive.
For nighttime. That is true. I mean, they could have maybe put a filter on there. Who knows? The reason that most of what Thomas Hanley... that's Handsome Tom. For what Handsome Tom says in the film is simply, I'm Willow, is due to a request by Hanley himself. He had felt uncomfortable in previous anniversaries with his lines. Unironically, Mickey Paradis was thus given more spotlight when he had previously been known as a simple and 8-bit Mickey line.
Oh, who can get the iconic scene where he fucking throws 8-bit Mickey into the ground as Peter Pan?
Ha 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 ha.
Very epic scene.
Super duper epic. Alright, then Benjamin Daniels' wig. Benze is the same wig as Doug Walker used to play the characters Douchey McNitpick and Chester A. Bum. He had found a genuine Conan wig, but when he arrived in the U.S. for filming, he realized that he left it back in France.
Oh, that's gotta suck. You find an epic wig, and then you go and you go, oh, fuck, I left it in a completely different country.
I left it in back home where I'm not at, in a different country. Fuck. Yeah, that has to suck. All right. Next one. When one of the team enters the basement to find the voice of the ancient world, they discover that it is kept in a small box. Brad Jones, playing Indiana Jones, so the film snob, the cinema snob, remarks that it is the box of a carpenter. And according to Noah Antweiler, who was... Oh, Spoonie. That line was his least favorite, as he has no idea what it was supposed to mean. Ugh, don't you just love when you just can't, like, figure out what anything means?
Isn't that just a reference? Because doesn't Indiana Jones say something along the lines of something of a carpenter because of Jesus? Like, I think he says it in, like, the third movie.
Probably.
Or, like, the first one or the third one.
It was either Raiders or Last Crusade. According to a number of the cast, filming lasted 12 to 13 hours a day. But also, he is a man of craft.
Yeah, committed to the craft. You never see that nowadays. Now everyone just wants to do all the work with AI.
Yeah, they want to be lazy. They actually don't want to put the work in. And here's Doug Walker, making sure that they get the movie they wanted.
I'm gonna say Doug Walker is better than Martin Scorsese.
Honestly, probably.
Like, I'm gonna be real here, Martin Scorsese. If you're already saying, "Oh yeah, we need to use AI," I think that's the sign that you need to retire. Like, I know you want to know, you have that one more film mentality right now, because you still have the craft, but, like, I feel like at this point, if you're starting to cut corners, that's just a slippery slope. You just have to accept it. It sucks, but that's just kind of how it is.
It's just par for the course.
I mean, come on, we only got, like a couple more to go, and we could move on to the most anticipated film of all time.
The which, he's actually wearing a pair of pajama pants under his costume. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. And they just keep it in. Which, again, respect. Respect for keeping that in just for, like, the bit. The DVD commentary reveals the weather and technical issues suffered by the cast and crew caused Dogwalker to nearly cancel the special, but everyone involved decided to give their best to finish it. This is also the major reason why To Boldly Flee, their 4-year anniversary, is mostly filmed indoors. Okay.
Alright. Interesting.
There's a few more, but I don't really feel like.
I'll finish it off for you.
Go to Barney Walker.
Yeah, let's see.
There's like 4 more, but
4 more. I only have listed 2 more.
Okay, might be a. Barney Walker is Larry Prince, a newscaster reporting on the disappearance of Chuck Jaffers. Michael Mashaud, that guy at the Glasses.com CEO, founder, appears as the man on the street that is stopped briefly by Angry Joe.
Oh yeah, that's listed as cameos on the website. That's not part of the trivia.
Okay. I might as well finish it now.
Alright.
At one point, Cinema Snob mentions he couldn't take a weapon on the plane ride, so his weapon is his belt. Ironically, Brad Jones did not fly for the production due to being uncomfortable on the plane ride to Nevada for Kickassia. And then Chad Rocco, a.k.a. CR from Familiar Faces, was offered the chance to be in the movie, but declined because of some personal stuff going on. Chad later on changed his mind, but the film had already started filming and facing delays, so Doug Walker offered him the chance to do the character drawings shown in the opening credits. Okay, at least they had like a little bit of a, you couldn't
some
work
kind of
in
role
this,
in it.
but I can let you do the artwork for this. That's fine.
Yep. That was Suburban Knights.
The Suburban Knights.
Yep. And there's only one more movie made after this. The magnum opus of cinema.
3.5-hour masterpiece. Some people saying it's still like the most important film in history to be made.
The only film to really matter.
Yes.
2012's To Boldly Flee. Okay, so we'll alternate sentences for describing this. So, To Boldly Flee, it takes place after Matty dies, the nostalgia.
Mati.
Oh wait, forgot to mention that at the end of Suburban Knights, there's the implication that Nostalgia Cric's gonna bring Mati back from the dead through using like the Necronomicon or something, and
Oh
has a to be
yeah, they mentioned.
continued.
Yes, I forgot they do mention the Necronomicon. So funny,
So funny.
hilarious.
But yes. Anyways, but to Boldly Flee. So Boldly Flee takes place after the events of Suburban Knights Daw, and basically after Matias' death, which the Nostalgia Critic is still pretty fucked up about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he's working through that. Oh, were you done?
Oh, we're alternating sentences, so I said mine, now it's your turn.
All right. And then after that, then a weird string of events begin to unfold that could change the whole medium of internet criticism as we probably might know it.
And that's the whole movie. There we
That
go.
really is.
That's it. You don't have to watch it. This was definitely worth 3.5 hour commitment. That's for sure.
This is the longest movie that we have talked about.
Yeah, beating out Clash in the College 2, which is also the best movie ever made.
Terry in Trumpland.
Yeah, the only films that matter: To Boldly Flee and Clash in the College 2, Terry in Trumpland.
And Clash in the College 1. Let's just add that too. Those two intense political thrillers.
Yeah. Yeah, To Boldly Flee. This is...
It's a lot of movie.
It's 3.5
also,
hours,
like,
and it
movie-looking movie.
Oh man, how do you talk about To Boldly Flee, man? It's like 2 hours too long. How do you why would this is 3.5 hours, and it's like, God, it feels like 5. How
It's nerd references.
So much
It's
filler.
sci-fi. It's Doug Walker getting shit on by Terrell from
Battlefield Earth.
because he called the movie shit, even though like everyone else said Battlefield Earth was a pile of dog shit. So I don't know why he's just eyeing the Nostalgia Critic.
Like, there's legislation and law that like puts the Nostalgia Critic under a house arrest.
Yeah, and it could, end internet critics forever, so they never say anything bad about something, because that's what needs to happen. We cannot tell anybody that they did something bad or made a bad movie,
I'll be this is just it's just a whole mess. I'm trying to remember this film, and it's just random bits that like I've retained.
It's a lot of a compilation of like scenes that try to string together something, and like you're taking like plot points from a bunch of other different movies, and like they string them together, which honestly applaud to like for the effort, but also goddamn, did you need to have all of the fucking references? Holy shit, so many. I mean, obviously you got Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlefield Earth. I think they were like the newest member, but someone does become Ed from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I remember that. She's like, "Woo! I made this thing in 2 seconds, and here you go. Here's a grenade. Catch." Did Ed ever throw grenades at people in Cowboy Bebop?
Not from I remember. No, Ed was just more of like the tech whiz goofball who just kind of messed around. Yeah, Ed never really like tossed grenades or anything.
Missed opportunity.
Ed never really resorted to violence of any sort.
To Boldly Flee really pushed this character further than Cowboy Bebop could.
I guess so. And that is what makes it better. Where do we want to go with this?
I don't know. The problem with having this be 3.5 hour bloated mess is just like, how am I supposed to talk about this?
I know. I'm like, you can't really go in order because it's just insane with what happens.
It's like there's this like hole in the universe, the plot hole, and they have to like fly there because Mati's soul is in Spoonie, and they have to communicate through him through tech. But then the FBI show up to catch him under the lord of...
they got to stop the critics.
The Darth Sidious because of for something I don't know. There's like a Death
Yeah,
Star
Darth
they have to
Sidious
blow
goes
up.
up there. Yeah, and then they turn Cinema Snob and want him to become like a corporate sellout.
They watch Manos the Handsome Face. That was pretty base.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
It is I, Donald Trump. I want to say that To Boldly Flee is my favorite movie. Doug Walker, great guy. He got Manos Hands of Fate, which is a great film. I love it. I love it. Zoltan out of Dracula's in it. Great dog, the best dog. Doug Walker, the best director. To Boldly Flee, the best movie. I am banning watching any other movie but To Boldly Flee. It is the only film. I am deleting every film from the Congressional Film Archive, and I'm only filling abroad with copies of To Boldly Flee. Donald Trump said that. He said that. It's real, guys. Look it up.
Only To Boldly Flee.
Only To Boldly Flee. That's the only one that matters.
Yeah.
Don't forget that Turl teams up with General Zod to defeat the critics.
Yeah, they got to defeat the critics. And then, a lot of shit happens. They build their own ship out of a house. Phaelus becomes a red shirt from Star Trek, so that just means he just dies a lot.
Yeah, because he's the red shirt. He's a Star Trek guy, and you're gonna die, and that's the whole thing. Which,
yeah, that's like the whole joke.
The red shirt guy will never be defeated. I like the scene where he gets killed, when someone's talking, he gets killed, and then she just turns around, and he's right, on the other side.
Yeah, there you are.
I'll admit, as much of a slog as this is, and this is, in my mind, the worst one, there's still... I laughed a good couple times in this.
Yeah, there are some bits that do kind of work, whatever. Also, there is, a weird Brokeback Mountain reference, which was weird. When Doug, at one point just says, "Don't go Brokeback on me," after whoever it was put, his hand on his shoulder. It's like, Doug, why are we talking about Brokeback Mountain?
We also get payoff to Phil Brain's hyperfixation with the critic, where he's, has to enter Spoonie's brain and, learns everything and all that.
He's got all of the answers to the world. That's all we needed. So important.
Very, very important. They fly around the house. They build a house ship.
Yep.
Did you see when Troll's just I will never miss thing. I have my eyes on everything, as the house flies by the window and he misses it. That was a little funny.
That was, yeah. It's it's right behind me, isn't it?
Well, he misses it completely, so, that doesn't even happen, which is good, because that would have been really lame.
Yeah, well, great job, Turl.
Great job, Turl.
Turl, you are terrible.
I got that.
I know.
That was so fucking clever,
I'm
dude.
a good jokester.
You are literally the funniest man I've ever met.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That joke took a lot out of me. Just coming up with that.
Yes, but trying to think. I don't want to jump to the ending, because that's the big thing that I always think of is Doug Walker decides to fly directly into the plot hole, and then you have this really.
We forgot to talk about the plot hole.
The plot hole.
Yes, that massive hole that was caused with a rift found by Dr. Insano. Not Captain Dr. Insano.
Yes, Dr. Insano.
Yeah, Dr. Insano finds the plot hole, tells it to our heroes of critics, because it's very important to the plot, obviously. And there's the whole just talk about inconsistencies, as we take a little break from all the references being talked about, obviously. So we got that. Then we get more references, obviously, along with all the more Star Wars turning Return of the Jedi at this point. And then I'm just looking at my notes again because I had to remember what some of these were. Because you get them shitting on Michael Bay, talking about the crap he does. And then you talk about, that one just little reference being Juno was kind of overrated, don't you think? Yeah, that movie was not as good as people said it was. And what other one? Okay, no, it was just. I think it was just mainly that, and then, it's just mainly Star Wars, Superman 2, obviously, because obviously General Zod.
General Zod.
Then, oh, they do a musical number.
Yeah, they finally. Well, unfortunately, Linkara is not singing in it, but it is what
Yeah,
it
it was
is.
not Linkara, but it was. Well, Linkara really wasn't involved. It was mostly Mecha-Kara.
Yeah.
And that one scene with Mecha-Kara and Lindsay Ellis,
with the
where it's a
drill.
lobotomy, but it was originally supposed to be a grape scene.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been that bad if they didn't have an extended 1 minute scene where it's just like, oh yeah, the coming of some sort, and all that, all the innuendos.
That scene literally did just make me go, what the fuck are we even doing?
Like, you cut out that whole joke bit thing, and then it's like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But because they have it in there, you're just thinking about it. You're thinking how it's a grape scene.
Yep. And obviously it's behind a closed door too, so it makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Just makes it even more awkward.
Yeah, they do attempt to kill them now they're under control by basically closing off all the oxygen in the room.
Yep.
But they get saved and they get defeated. Lindsay Ellis comes back to normal. Linkara shows up at some point going like, hey guys, it's me, Linkara, I'm back.
It's the real Linkara. Fuck.
Man, this is making us tired. Just think about how much time we spent watching To Boldly Flee is making us sleepy.
It's making us see things. It's not good. All the references are just too much.
I guess we can get to the fact that Nostalgia Critic abandons them to go into the plot hole where he gets to meet himself.
Yeah, he meets himself, so it's very meta.
Yeah, but it's the Nostalgia Critic meets Doug Walker, and he's just originally I was writing the character, but then it's just the character began to write me. And Matias is like, watch Film Brain.
Everything, Nostalgia Critic.
Film Brain, watch as Nostalgia Critic will go into reality and leave you all behind like he left me.
Yeah, and the entity of Matias is very upset. Because obviously he felt like he was not being treated right by Nostalgia Critic and everybody. And really did not want to help at all. But, he does by the end. But, that it took a lot of convincing to prove that Nostalgia Critic was a changed man. Especially after all the sulking he did.
Yeah, but it turns out Nostalgia Critic is a good guy. He says to everyone, he's like, what you need to do is you need to just keep nitpicking. Just point out all the plot holes in the film.
Yeah, not even just in every movie, just anything. Find something that doesn't make sense to you and just describe it, Yeah,
and the car's just like, why do they put the helmet back on the guy after he defeated him? That's the source of all his power. What's your plot hole that you would have used to defeat it there? What if you were there on the house ship? What plot hole?
Nerds complaining about everything.
What would your plot hole would have been that you would complain about to destroy the plot hole?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh god, I cannot think of a plot hole on the spot. Oh wait, I got one. It's a Star Wars one, Revenge of the Sith. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a plot hole, but how could the most smartest group of beings in the universe, the Jedi, never have any sense of, Chancellor Palpatine being, the evil Sith Lord? It took Anakin to figure that out. It took that dumbass.
My thing would probably be something really lame and cliche. I'd be like, why didn't they just fly the Eagles to Mordor and destroy the ring? Why did they have to walk the whole way there? Or what if my plot hole is just one of the inconsistencies in Kickassia? That would be funny.
Or, I just thought of another one. Lamageddon, that one guy who kept his shirts changing. Had a different shirt in every scene for the bit.
Why did Torgo originally say that that he couldn't have any guests, but he let the three of them go into his house anyway? Yeah, but they get absorbed into the plot hole, but instead of dying like they thought, they actually end up just the world gets transformed, into just a really fucking weirdo, bizarro world. So the whole reason why the world's so shit now is because the nostalgia critic made the
Because the
plot hole
nostalgia
absorb
critic ruined
everything.
it.
God damn it,
We just
nostalgia
had
critic.
to just destroy. We just had to basically open up the massive plot hole. What the fuck, Doug?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Doug Walker, for fucking everything up. Think about
You
a world where
fucking
we didn't
idiot.
enter the plot hole. We would be a good movie podcast.
We would be.
And we wouldn't have to talk about so much fucking shit. Damn you, nostalgia critic, damn you!
Every movie we would be talking about is a 6 out of 10 or above.
Yeah.
As opposed to a 5 out of 10 to a 1 out of 10.
Our 100th episode would be us talking about, like, I don't know, we talk about, like, some, like, really long, like, magnum opus. Like, for episode 100, we're gonna talk about, the Godfather trilogy. Or, well, but no, we wouldn't, because we wouldn't talk about the third one, because that one's bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we're talking about the 4 parts, the 4 film thing of like War and Peace from Soviet Russia, and like dissecting the deeper nuances and themes of it.
Mm-hmm.
What could have been, but no. Nostalgia critic. Everyone survives. Spoonie gets saved by Santa Christ, brings them down from Jerusalem.
We believe in Santa Christ.
Wait. It turns out Nostalgia Critic sacrificed himself. He basically was like Jesus. He sacrificed himself for our sins. But then he came back like years later once he wasn't getting as many views from film reels and had to bring him back. I wonder if there's just art of Nostalgia Critic on the cross. Time to look that up. And then make that the thumbnail of the episode.
But like it has to be actual art. I need human hands to have made a picture of Doug Walker on the cross. Oh god.
Okay, I Google imaged it, and the closest thing we have is just random picture someone edited of him doing the Jesus pose.
Okay.
But we do not have the nostalgia critic being nailed onto the cross.
Damn it.
I don't know. Maybe maybe we can get Robert to do it for us. Hey, Robert.
Maybe.
Can you, like, draw the Nostalgia Critic nailed to the cross for us for our 100th episode thumbnail, please?
Pretty please.
Pretty please. Make him super bloody. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about To Boldly Flee?
Not really.
All right, then I guess we could move on to the trivia. That'll be fun. You can go first, and then I'll go second, since I went first when introducing.
Okay, I gotta get it. Alright, so, To Boldly Flee. God, thank you for loading. Oh, yes! So, this film became the subject of much controversy during March/April of 2018 when it was revealed that many of the cast members and producers of Channel Awesome were poorly treated by management and were unpaid for their work in this production, and the previous 2 Channel Awesome anniversary specials. This film was highlighted as a major factor during the #ChangeTheChannel Twitter and YouTube movement, where many of the producers and actors aired their grievances with Channel Awesome's management 6 years after the film's release. These grievances were also leveled at Doug Walker. Many of the actors swore off working with him ever again after this production. As of April 2018, Brad Jones and Larry Bundy Jr. were the only producers aside from the Walkers still producing with Channel Awesome. Ironically, Bundy said that no one actually ever believed that I was ever on The Guy with the Glasses.com. I never was actually included in fan art. I was never included asked to be in a crossover. I was never asked to be in any of anniversary movies.
Wow. Fake fan and haters, that's what I say. That is fake. Is that Donald Trump again? Everything they said was fake news. The Boldly Free was the greatest film ever made, and they are just lying and haters. Is To Boldly Flee Doug Walker's Southland Tales?
I think you could say so.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree. Agree on the statement that I made.
Agree on the that you just made.
Yep. I agree with you agreeing with me.
We agree to agree.
Yes. According to Lewis Lovehog and Lindsay Ellis, the most difficult and uncomfortable scene they had to film was when Mekakara assimilates the nostalgia chick, since it was, as Ellis wrote, just an extended grape joke. which we already kind of talked about.
Yeah, which we kind of talked about. And Doug kind of ashamed with that. It was very weird, if anything. All right. Ed Glazer, you were Man in Black #1. He didn't want to be credited in the film. He reportedly got into a heated argument over a scene that was violating the 180 rule in cinematography, and he vowed to never work with the Walkers again.
Ed Glazer.
He was very pissed about how his scene was shot, and he's like, I cannot work with you guys.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right. Doug Walker, Lindsay Ellis, Louis Lovehog, Noah Antweiler, Bennett White, Joe Vargas, Mickey Paradis, Kaylin Saucedo, Paul Schuler, Thomas Hanley, Benjamin Daniel, Rob Walker, and James Rolfe are the only actors who appear in all 4 Channel Awesome anniversary specials. Well, it doesn't really feel that special if it's that many people.
But there were so many other ones.
I guess.
Brad Jones had a difficult time while in the costume for Darth Snob as he is claustrophobic. Okay, so I guess he just didn't like having the helmet on.
I mean, if you're claustrophobic, that's how it is. Tony Goldmark wanted to joke about the production of this film in The Devil's Gestures, the canceled 10th anniversary film. Oh man, we could have had this been a 4-film discussion. Damn it.
Damn. When James Rolfe filmed his cameo in this film, it was after he finished filming Angry Video Game Nerd the movie in Los Angeles. Upon returning home, Rolfe decided to pay Doug Walker a visit to be in this movie, and in return, Walker filmed a scene for his
you okay?
YouTube creator crossovers.
You cut out there for like 5 seconds.
Oh, where did I cut out at?
I think probably finished filming Angry Video Game Nerd movie.
Okay, after finishing Angry Video Game Nerd movie in LA, and then upon returning home, Rolfe decided to pay Doug Walker a visit to be in this movie, and in return, Walker filmed a scene for his cameo in Rolfe's film.
Alright. I mean, yeah, we're probably gonna have to do the Angry Video Game Nerd movie one day, and then what are you gonna do about it since you used that one for Kickassia?
Yeah. I mean, I'll just say I actually just watched the actual movie now. I didn't put a rating on any of these ones because I was just logging them as placeholders. So
yeah, but like on your ranking list, because I think are you using Kick-Ass for that?
Oh no, I am using Angry Video Game Nerd movie.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do
It just worked in my brain better. I'll find a replacement then after which will probably be Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
But we'll just have to wait.
All right, changing what my next modern recommendation is specifically for this. Much of the film's cast has said they had no idea that Doug Walker was planning to retire his character in this film until they received copies of the script.
Wow.
Oh, did you just throw up?
No.
It sounded like you had like a visceral reaction of sickness from it. Like it was actually making you sick.
It's just kind of funny that like they just found out then they're like, what? Okay. Oh, when the film is added to Letterboxd, it is sometimes removed, but when it is added, it's one of the lowest rated films on the whole site, often included in the bottom 100 films.
Boo, Letterboxd, keep it up. Boo.
Yeah, keep it up along with the others.
The other two. Why do you suck so much, Letterboxd? God.
I mean, technically it's more of TMDB that's at fault, but yeah, very much a shame.
Yep. Was originally the conclusion to the Nostalgia Critic. However, it was revived in early 2013, just like Jesus. Like I said, we need Doug Walker on the cross pronto.
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher this name, but Bargov Dronamraju, who played Matias in Suburban Knights and Kickassia, and other that guy with the glasses videos, left the site before this film was made. Footage shot of Mati, the actor, and Noah Antweiler during the production of Suburban Knights was used for one scene, and the character's voice was performed by Antweiler, Doug Walker, and Rob Walker, and others.
Damn, rip. I guess he died for real, and that's why he couldn't be in the movie. That's how committed he was in his role in Suburban Knights. He actually died and had his ashes burned. That's what
happened. He actually died.
He actually died, and they literally cremated him and launched him into space for the movie. During filming, several of the actors complained that Doug Walker constantly ranted about how everything looked like Vegas and about a back credit card. This is a reference to his review of the Disney film Hercules and Batman and Robin.
Okay. Because they were previously established characters in other works, Turrell and General Zod's names were spelled differently in the script as Turrell and Zod with 2 Ds.
Doug Walker confirmed that this would be the last anniversary movie done on such a large scale, which, sucks, but oh well.
Ooh, Brad Jones took time off from filming the Cinema Snob movie to act in To Boldly Flee.
A possible future recommendation?
Huh.
Throw that one on the pile. The possible recommendation pile. Let's see. The makeup artist on the film is Haley Barnes. Barnes' only other credit is W the Movie, a film reviewed by Kyle Calgren as Owan Citizen in W the Movie.
Interesting. During one of the scenes, Sada Panda is wearing a shirt with the guy from Zero Punctuation on it.
Did you ever watch Zero Punctuation?
I have never heard of it, actually.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty fun, short, video game review series, and then it got hijacked by these other guys, so everyone quit, and now the channel is, gambling compilations. And the people originally from Zero Punctuation opened a new channel to just continue what they were doing.
Okay.
Kyle Calgren appears in the opening credits, but does not physically appear until 140 minutes into the movie.
Noah Antweiler left that guy with the glasses in Channel Awesome before that. This film was first released in several parts on Nostalgia Critic. This was presumably due to his graphic remarks to a female Twitter user as well as other users. Very gentlemanlike. Way to go.
Yeah, very, very epic. The blue Honda Prius driven by Pa towards the beginning of the film is owned by line producer Holly Christine Brown. Okay, we only got 2 more left, and they're spoilers.
And they're both spoiled, so we each get a spoiler.
Yeah, and so hopefully they'll cover all the parts that we left out in our discussion.
None of the other content producers were told Doug Walker was going to kill off the Nostalgia Critic, the flagship character of Channel Awesome. With no more episodes coming at the time, the other producers' view counts diminished.
Oh, fuck. That's the sacrifice you have to make for art, dude. That's just how it is.
For art.
For cinema. And finally, after Mickey kills lame R prick, the words "help me" are written in blood on his back. The joke was created while makeup artist Haley Barnes was applying the blood to Mickey Paradis' face, hands, and shirt. And there we go. That's all the movies. We've been talking about them for over 2 hours. 2 hours of Nostalgia Critic. But now is the time to pick which of these 3 films is the better of the 2. Cole, which one did you like more?
Oh, wait. So obviously I said Suburban Knights, but surprisingly, To Boldly Flee, I'm going to put it number 2, and then Kickassia number 3.
Oh, damn. Well, Kickassia is my pick for number 1. Then number 2 would be Suburban Knights, and then number 3 for me would be To Boldly Flee. I have Kickassia in top 100, and I have both Suburban Knights and To Boldly Flee in low hundreds. But you know what? None of them are in the 200s, though. As much as a reputation as they have, I didn't outright hate these. And they're not, the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here. Fucking not cool is basically, what if the grape scene in this movie was, 80% of the jokes in our movie? That's what not cool was.
Yeah. So glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. But I'm finally glad I finally got to watch such an infamous trilogy. Especially since I've owned them on DVD.
Trilogy.
Yeah, especially since I've owned them for the last year, the DVDs for a good solid year or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a tie between Suburban Knights and Kickassia because we can't agree on fucking anything ever. But now with that done, we can move on to questions. Remember, if you have questions, that you should ask them. And the first one is from Robert, which is, given the subject of the episode and the recent success of Backrooms and Obsession, What online creator would you want to give a big budget if you could?
Doug Walker.
Oh, fuck. You stole my answer. I was going to say Doug Walker. Let him make his multi-billion-dollar film that we need. The
Make
film.
his 9-figure version of To Boldly Flee.
Yeah, let him have the vision that is deserved.
Exactly.
I guess we can do a couple other ones too, I guess.
Who else would be interesting?
Give Smosh. Let them make a good Smosh movie.
Yeah, make them. Oh, get a retry on Smosh the movie.
Yeah, call it Smosh the 2V.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Let's see. Anyone else that comes specifically to mind? You know what, Ralph? Why Ralph the movie maker? Why not? Let him have an actual budget to make something.
Sure. Oh, I got one. James from Dead Meat.
Has he expressed wanting to make a movie?
I'm not actually sure. I know they did like a concept for a short film they released like a few years ago. Nothing's coming to mind.
All right, then we'll move on to our next question. From Matias. Who can do the best Linkara impression?
I was not ready to do impressions.
I mean, you can always look when the questions are submitted. You could have prepared yourself.
Yeah, I know. I saw it, but then I was just like, I don't feel like preparing either.
Yeah, it's just going to. It is I, the Lightbringer. Watch out for Mechakara. He is a total asshole. You gotta give it a shot.
Mechakara.
You gotta give it at least an attempt, dude. Come on.
It is me, Linkara, and I will be starting to run, and I will do that running gif motion in front of you.
There we go. There you go, Matias. You can make your judgment off that.
Matias.
And our final question comes from Timmy. Fuck, marry, kill, Doug, Linkara, and Angry Joe.
I'm actually playing this out in my head right now, trying to think, what is the ideal trio of answer? Fuck Doug, marry Linkara, kill Angry Joe.
Okay, I would fuck Angry Joe, I'd marry Doug, and I'll kill Linkara, because I don't think I can deal with a Mechakara hanging around after I fuck or ancestor or marry Linkara.
Fair.
Like, technically there is a Linkara movie, so maybe Mechakara's dead and it'll be fine, but for the amount of information I know, he's still kind of out there.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. And with that, that's all our questions. So
Yay.
Now would be the time to where we'd go to recommendations. Except we're not going to do that because I'm cashing in my trilogy recommendation.
I had a thought that was going to happen.
It was going to happen. I was thinking about it. It's June. It's my birth month. I just had to watch 3 Nostalgia Critic movies in a row. I deserve to treat myself to... I gotta treat myself to something nice. I've seen all of these, but you haven't, and you own one of these on Blu-ray already. So, this is gonna actually work out. And my trilogy recommendation is 1998's Nightmare Sisters, 1989's Deadly Embrace, and 1989's Murder Weapon.
Oh yeah, you did give me this one.
Yep, there is lore to me giving that to you, but we'll say that.
So wait, it's...
And the
Wait, can you repeat that again? Nightmare Sisters?
Nightmare Sisters, 1989's Deadly Embrace, and 1989's Murder Weapon.
Embrace and then Murder Weapon. Okay.
Yep. They're all directed by David Ducato, and they're all have Blu-ray releases by Vinegar Syndrome, so there is a connection.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo! So, if you don't want to get spoiled for Nightmare Sisters, Deadly Embrace, or Murder Weapon, how about checking out those, checking those out in advance. And also, hey, like and subscribe. That'd be pretty cool, because, we did reach 100 episodes. I feel like we're kind of due for you guys to subscribe to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also check out the Blue Sky account I don't use, and check out the Spotify that has the first 5 episodes. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius. Happy to boldly flee.
Happy Kickassia.
Happy Suburban Knights.
Happy Nostalgia Critic.
Happy Doug Walker.
Happy Linkara.
Happy Mecha Kara.
Happy Angry Joe.
Happy Nostalgia Chick.
Yep. Happy Spoonie. Happy 8-Bit Mickey. Happy Film Brain. Yeah, happy Matias. Bye-bye.
Bye.